and welcome back to our channel.
Hi.
You didn't seem ready to say hello. It's been a few weeks since you've been in front of a camera, so we're not quite used to it.
Quite a few weeks,
It's been 10 weeks.
Yeah.
10 weeks to be exact.
But
So we're here. Well, if you're new here, welcome. We
Yeah.
are, sorry, I got the dog here. We are M&E Travels. I'm Mitch and this is Ali.
hi.
And if you follow us along on Instagram, you would have seen that we're going to do a bit of a Q&A.
Hello.
A Q&A for our most recent trip to LA. So we put it out. We've had quite a few people ask some questions. This is Moana, by the way.
Yes. This is Moana, our border collie.
Moana wants to be in the video.
She's our border collie puppy. She likes to be on camera. You might have seen her in our haul video if you watched that one. I'm walking along the couch in the background.
That's her. She owns the house.
Yeah.
So I'm prepared. I've printed off all the questions that we had. But where I was not smart was I forgot to record who asked every question. So I have some of them written down that I did remember to write that down, but I have some that I have no clue who asked the question. So if you asked the question and you're watching along, hopefully we answered your question for you. But I guess we'll take turns in reading out the questions. And all these questions we're answering in relevance to the holiday we've just done.
Yeah. So
not a whole, just like if someone asks us what our favourite ride was, for example, we're going to answer that based on the trip that we've just done, not our all-time favourite.
Yes. So everything will just be around LA and Disneyland, California Adventure. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to start with the first question?
Sure. So the first question is, how old are we both?
And that question was from Megan.
So I am 27 and Mitch is 29.
Almost
29. Next month.
Next month.
Yes.
Yeah, we can't really go in more detail.
No, there's not much more detail than that.
The next question, I don't know who asked it, but it is, what are our upcoming trips? So you might have heard in our vlog, we have a trip coming up to Orlando, Florida to go to Disney World and Universal Studios, Epic Universe as well.
Yeah.
So that's in September.
So 63 days from the time we're filming this.
We have a couple more trips in the works, but we don't have anything locked in for them yet. But we have some ideas on what we're going to do, but it's not 100% confirmed yet. But pretty confirmed.
Yeah, pretty confirmed. We're waiting for the tick of approval from work regarding leave and just a few little last bits and pieces.
Yeah.
But there'll definitely be some trips coming in 2026.
Yes, there will.
All right, so the next question is, what was your best moments in California?
And this question was asked by Lenny Loveridge.
Thanks.
You're not good at remembering that. We have to credit at least the ones we did remember who asked their questions.
Okay, so best moments in California. It's hard to pick one. I personally think that the Walt Disney Studios tour was just amazing.
Yeah.
I think we can both agree on that.
Yeah,
I think,
that's mine as well.
Yeah,
I think it's like a once in a lifetime sort of tour.
Yeah, the fact that you get to stand in Walt Disney's office and just all the things that you get to see and hear about, and just stuff that I didn't even know about that now I know, I think is absolutely amazing. So I think that's probably one of the best moments.
Yeah, absolutely.
That we had. I think another really nice moment we had was in Disneyland when I guess we got a little bit of pixie dust from one of the cast members when we were watching Fantasmic.
Yeah, and we got moved to the reserve section.
Yeah, that was really nice and totally unexpected. And that was sort of the first time we'd kind of had a bit of pixie dust from a cast member and that sort of thing. So that was really cool as well.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
How many days at each park do we recommend? As many as possible.
Yeah.
I would say for LA, as a minimum, you would need 2 days per park.
Yeah.
We did 5.
Yeah, we did 5.
Which the 5th day we kind of park hopped a little bit between the two. But I think if you definitely want to have the best experience, you need a minimum of 2 days per park.
Absolutely.
If you want to do everything, see everything, do the shows.
Yeah.
Not feel rushed either. Enjoy the
definitely.
food. 2 days each park.
Yeah, and a minimum. Beautiful. cool. The next question is, am I your favourite auntie ever? And that was from my auntie Marty. I guess I'm going to say yes, because you're the only auntie that sent us a question. Or that I know has been watching our channel.
Now the real test will be to see if she's watching this vlog.
To see
if she knows that you answered her question.
There we go.
Who does the most shopping? Well, based on the last trip, me.
Yeah, so I feel like most people would think it would be me.
It usually is.
And normally it is. But on this last trip, especially like the outlet shops, even in Disney. Like we went into World of Disney and I had to tell Mitchell to put shirts away. I'm like, we cannot buy all of these and bring these all home. Like it was not going to happen.
It happened.
Well, if you saw our haul, you would have seen how much we brought home. So I would definitely say for our last trip, it would be Mitch, but majority of the time it's me.
Yeah.
Our next question is, are we staying on Disney property? And that was from Megan.
I assume that's relating to our next trip as well.
Yes.
And yes, we are.
Yeah.
We will be staying at Disney's Pop Century Resort, which we've actually stayed at before.
Yeah, we did. We stayed there on our honeymoon and it was really nice, which is why we
love
booked
the
again.
Skyliner.
Yeah.
And it's just like a nice vibe. And it's on the cheaper side of all the resorts as well.
Yeah.
So, yes, we will be staying on property. I think anytime we ever go to Disney
World,
we'll probably always be staying on property, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I can't really imagine not staying on property.
No.
Like maybe if we did some time at Universal in one of their hotels, but
Yeah.
that's still technically on property of Universal.
Yeah. But yeah, when we were in, obviously, in Anaheim, we didn't stay at like the Disneyland resort or anything like that. We stayed, I can't even remember what it was called now where we stayed. It was
We stayed at the Hilton Garden Inn in Anaheim.
There you go.
No, the Garden Inn was the one in LA. We just stayed at the Hilton Hotel at the convention center, which is like a 15-minute walk.
Yeah, and that's fine.
I'd love to stay on property one day at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Which obviously, if you've watched the vlog, you would have seen we're looking into DVC. So if that ever eventuates, we'll definitely be staying on property.
Yes.
And from that point, I would imagine the only time we would ever stay would be on property.
Yeah, probably. All right.
Favorite character? Mickey Mouse. Can't beat it. Here he is. The GOAT. Number one, Mickey Mouse.
I think mine is Minnie Mouse, obviously, and she sits on my side
Yep.
with my question. Yeah.
Whose is your question?
It is my question. What is our most favourite ride ever? And that's from Little Graces. It's hard. It's a tough one.
No, but are we doing
rides.
favourite ride ever or favourite ride this trip ever?
Favourite ride this trip ever, I think, has to be Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout.
Yeah.
I love that ride and I could go on it again and again and again and again and never get sick of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree with that being the best ride ever at those parks.
Yeah.
But to not be the same as Ali, to follow it up with a very close second for me, I'm going to say Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I don't know. It's not like a crazy thrill ride, but I just love it. I love everything about it, the whole pre-show, the ride.
Yeah.
I just love it.
On the last trip, Mitchell even got emotional.
Did I?
Yeah, in the pre-show.
The first time because like I listened to that song like on my Spotify and stuff when we're at home because I just love it. So yeah, I got when you hear the song like in its correct setting for like the first time in a long time, it's like holy crap! Like we're here.
Yeah.
Try not to swear.
Yes. Okay, your turn.
Why America all the time? Why not Paris, Hong Kong, or Japan? I wouldn't say Paris, Hong Kong, or Japan are off the cards. Just we, at the moment, at this point in our life, are loving America.
Yeah.
And we feel like even though we've gone there quite a few times, we haven't seen
Or done
anywhere
it all.
near as much as like what we want to see. Like even when we went on our 6-week trip there and went around America, that just felt like a taste test of every city that we went to. Like I'd love to go back and spend more time in all those cities.
Yeah.
And explore other ones. But it is probably our goal one day to go to every Disney park in the world. So
Yes.
Paris, Hong Kong, and Japan are definitely on the cards. Same with Shanghai.
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi when that gets.
offense. Yeah.
I'd love to go to Abu Dhabi for the opening of the new Disneyland park.
God.
But that's still like 8-9 years away. So
Yeah. We'll see.
who knows where we're at in 8 or 9 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, those countries are not off the cards, but America is our go-to for now.
Yeah, I think like when we reflect back on like the first trip we did to Disneyland to the trip we just did, like we approached it so different, like knowing different things.
Yeah.
And I think we'll do the same thing with our next upcoming trip as well. And like we were sitting down only last night looking at our itinerary for the next trip and going, how the hell are we going to fit all these things in that like we want to do?
Yeah, like we were saying, it's literally impossible to squeeze in everything we want to. Like we were trying to work it out and we just can't. In a 14-day trip, we can't fit in everything we want to do. Like we've already had to sacrifice something.
We potentially might be sacrificing 2 things just because like we just don't have the time. So I think that's why we keep going back, because it's kind of just endless for us at the moment.
Yeah.
I've been to Hong Kong before, Mitchell hasn't, but I have. And it's cool. Like I think it will be amazing to eventually one day explore the other parks as well. So the next question is, will we go back to Disneyland soon? And that is from Megan. I think we will eventually.
I'm going to say we definitely will go back to Disneyland.
We will, yes.
Obviously not this year.
No.
I can tell you it won't be next year.
No.
Unless we like win Tats Lotto or
unless we win
some reason.
Tats
At the
Lotto,
moment,
there's an amazing deal and our workplaces let us take extra leave or something like that.
At the moment, next year, no.
No.
I know that I want to go to Disneyland for Mickey Mouse's 100th birthday, which I believe is 2028. So I'm going to say that there's potentially a trip on the cards to Disneyland then, if not before then.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Disneyland's not off the cards. Definitely. I mean, we're going to be back there eventually, just not in the next year or so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Will it look odd if I don't wear Disney ears and a t-shirt? Yes and no. There's a lot of people that don't wear ears.
I think the ears thing is okay. Like ears are not necessarily for everybody.
A lot more females wear ears than males.
Yeah.
You still see males in ears. You can even get like caps that have the ears on them as well.
Yeah. I think if you didn't wear ears, you're not going to look strange. Like I know myself, like my ears generally don't stay on all day just because like my head needs a break.
Yeah.
From them. So no, I don't think that's weird. I think in regards to like t-shirts and things like that, like majority of people you see,
I would say 95% of people wear a Disney shirt.
will have like a Disney shirt or something Disney related.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say you'd look out of place.
But you wouldn't look out of place,
No.
and it's each person to their own on what they want to wear and what they're comfortable wearing in the park. Yeah. Must have park food.
So we're relating this just to these 2 parks that we went to?
Just to these 2 parks. Oh,
this is a tricky one.
Okay, so I'm going to say I loved my Jack Num Num cookie. Mm-hmm. That was really good. I definitely think if you're into cookies and things like that, I would definitely try that.
Yep.
And I think following that up now...
No, you don't get to follow that up because you might take my answer.
Oh, okay. Well, let me go.
The absolute must-have park food if you're going to LA is from California Adventure Park in Carsland. And it is a mac and cheese cone with like bacon bits. As you would have seen, we had a few of them. I said in the vlog that it was the best thing I've ever put in my mouth. And I still stand by that. I'm yet to put a better thing in my mouth than the mac and cheese cone from the Cozy Cone Hotel. So that is my one. Yeah.
I'm going to say another one. I can't remember what it's actually called. But it's also in these are all in California Adventure. It's the like slushy ice cream thing that we had.
Oh, from the Abominable Snowman.
Yeah.
Thing. It was like a lemon sorbet ice cream
thing.
It
was
a something parfait.
It was so good.
And it's on Pixar Pier. Yes. As you go around the bend, there's like the Abominable Snowman from Monsters Inc. It's got like a little kiosk-y kind of quick service thing. Yeah. You get it from there.
Yeah. Incredible.
How do we afford so many Disney holidays? We don't. We generally book the holidays and worry about it later?
No, not necessarily.
Well, we plan, but like...
We plan, like our last Disney
Ali's more of a stressor. I'm more of a we'll make it work kind of person.
Michelle would like book many trips and then be like, oh, we'll work it out. Where I'm like, crap, how are we going to pay for this?
Let's plan it and then we'll worry about the rest of it later.
Someone that like likes to go on a holiday and not be like, oh my God, I can't buy this because I have to think about money. I don't like to go on holidays like that because I don't find it enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like our Disneyland trip that we just went on, if you've watched the vlogs, you'd know that like we didn't pay for our flights. That was all through Velocity Virgin Points, and part of that was also accommodation as well. But we both work really hard, and we're both really, really lucky that we both have like decently paying jobs, and we don't have children at the moment and things like that. So we don't have those other commitments.
And we always look for like a good deal as well. Like like with the flights, the reason we booked that was because we got the good deal.
Yeah.
And then eventually when we announce what our next trips are going to be, we've kind of booked them, or we haven't booked them yet, but we're planning them in a way that's going to be the best value for us.
Yeah.
Which you'll see when that eventuates.
Yeah, when that confirms.
There's like a method behind the way that we're planning these trips.
Yeah, and I think like obviously when we talk bigger picture, I know we said we would relate everything to like our most recent trip, but talking the wider thing with Disney World, if you're staying on Disney property, you can purchase your room and your park tickets combined and pay a deposit, and then
that's the same with Disneyland.
Oh,
if you choose to stay
Disneyland,
on property.
and then you can pay it off over time, and as long as you're paid in full a month before you go. So we also find that a really good option, and that's what we've done for our September trip this year. We booked that almost 12 months. Well, you booked it almost 12 months ago as a surprise for me, and we've just been paying that off. Like each time we get paid, we pay a little bit off there, and that's how we sort of make that work.
Don't lick the microphone. Yeah, so that's how we afford our Disney holidays.
Yes. Favorite park. So I'm assuming if we're talking about our most recent trip.
We can't just go everything Disney.
Nah.
So Disneyland, California Adventure Park, and Universal Hollywood are the three parks that we went to.
Yeah.
So I'd say favourite park needs to be out of those three relating to this holiday.
Yeah. For me, I think it's California Adventure.
Yeah.
I love California Adventure. I love the rides. I love the atmosphere. Not that I don't love Disneyland. Like, I absolutely do. But, like, I love the bit more of the thrill rides and things like that. So I think it has to be California Adventure.
I'm going to say Disneyland Park. I would probably go and say that California's got the better rides, but I love the Disneyland Park for the history that it holds, because I'm a huge fan of like the backstory of Disney and how it became about in the parks and Walt Disney himself. So I think that that's a special park for that reason, that he walked through that park, he created it. And I don't know, it's just got a different vibe, I think, to the other parks. For me, anyway. That's
and we don't.
Someone else might not.
We love Universal too. Like, just because we didn't pick Universal, we
love Universal.
We love Universal,
but we just love Disney more.
But yeah, I think we're definitely more like Disney orientated. If you can't tell, we have like Disney stuff behind us. Our whole house has Disney. Got Disney. So our dog is named after.
Yeah, our house is like
a
Disney art gallery, basically.
Literally.
Like I'm sitting here and looking at the other wall that's like just got all these Disney stuff on it.
You look in our wardrobes and it's all like Disney clothing. Yeah. So yeah, definitely. Okay.
What's the best experience we had at Disneyland? Did we guess we kind of covered that off with the what's the best moment in California kind of thing. But I mean, just being in the park.
Being in the park is really good.
The pixie dust for Fantasmic was great.
Yeah. I think one of like a really cool like experiences we had was with Chip and Dale.
Yeah, that was
awesome. Character meeting was so cool and just so different and interactive and funny.
And it was like completely like unplanned. Like, we had no clue that was going to happen.
It was so good. Like the lady that was standing there with my phone like trying to take pictures is like, what the hell is going on? Like this is not normal. But yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
How many steps do we do in one day at Disney? A lot.
I would say from memory, I can't remember, I should have looked this up before we started, but on average, I would say we range somewhere between 25,000 and 30,000 steps.
Yeah,
Especially
100%.
at that time of year at Disneyland, because the park's open till midnight.
Yeah.
So we generally get there. We're generally full park day people. We get there when it opens, we leave when it closes.
Yeah.
So we're on our feet the whole day.
That's why we wear good shoes.
Yeah. So I would say that
Anyway, I would
25 to 30,000, sometimes more.
sometimes 35.
Yeah.
It purely depends. I think it depends like how quickly you go through rides, how long you stand in a queue for. Obviously, standing in a queue, you do less steps.
Yeah.
And those sorts of things. If you sit down and watch a heap of parades and that sort of stuff, you're going to do a little bit less if you take rest breaks and stuff like that. But we are pretty go.
Yeah. And then this ties in good with the next question is, what are our shoes of choice?
Our shoes of choice are On Clouds.
Yeah, we both wear them.
Yeah.
They're probably the comfiest shoes I've ever had, I reckon. I got a few pairs. Says Ali.
We both have 2 pairs, looking at more.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend them.
Although I have heard some people say they don't like them. So, I mean, shoes, I guess, are a personal preference. But I've never really found a runner or a shoe that I could say, like, is the comfiest shoe I've ever put on. But with the On Clouds, I would say that they are the comfiest shoe I've ever owned.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're amazing. My feet did not feel like they got a little bit like tired, but not like sore like they did.
Once, I don't think.
I think on the last trip that we did on our honeymoon, our feet were sore, our ankles were sore. We were like, oh my God, this is horrible. This trip we did.
We were probably stupid though on our, not the most recent trip, the one that we did before. We purchased shoes from Disney Springs on our first night in Disney World. And then we wore them for the rest of our time in Disney World.
Yeah.
So that probably wasn't like the greatest idea because we didn't wear them in or anything like that. But on to the next question.
Photo tips. Photo tips to get good ones with characters.
Photo pass. Use the photo
pass. Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely worth the money.
Yeah, it's like $100 or
so
something.
many.
You get unlimited photos wherever there's a photographer stationed.
Yeah.
And I've found that all the ones that had a photo pass photographer ended up so much better than the ones that just took your photo on your iPhone for you.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, and you would expect it because they're using like professional cameras, but I don't know, they know how to get the good angles, the good lighting.
Yeah, and if they're like quiet.
And they're generally in better spots, the photo pass people.
Yeah, and if it's quiet, they will like take you around to different places and things like that.
Yeah.
We had that from a photographer as well. I think like know your standard like pose that you like when you're going to meet a character, kind of how you like to stand and that sort of thing.
And be prepared for like interaction as well. Like don't expect to just walk up to a character, get your photo and walk away. Before you get your photo, they want to like say hello to you and like they're characters, so they're not the statue. Like so they're going to interact with you. Particularly the Marvel characters as well. They love their interaction.
Yeah, they love it.
And because they can obviously speak, but like Mickey Mouse and
they'll
Donald
wave
Daisy
and point and
they
twirl
speak
and
with their
cuddle
body
and things
language.
like that. Yeah.
Okay, food tips in Disney parks.
Food tips.
I have a tip.
All right.
Mobile order.
Yes.
We didn't do it on our trip before this one, and I don't know why we didn't. It's so much better.
I don't know either. I have no idea.
You could literally be walking to the restaurant and ordering your food, and then by the time you get there, it's just ready.
Yeah.
You just like tick that you've arrived, which you can usually tick like when you're a little bit away from the restaurant. And then they just give you a counter to go up to collect your food. So that saves a lot of time standing in lines.
Yeah.
So mobile order.
I think a tip from me is that if there is certain foods you want to try, like write them down, have a list, so you don't miss anything.
Because you'll forget them otherwise.
You will forget.
We still forgot things and we wrote them down.
But definitely have some sort of like list if there's particular things you want to try, even like their locations and stuff like that, so you can look around. How much spending money do I need?
I think that
it's going to be different for everyone.
And obviously, like, not everyone watching this vlog is from Australia. So our money is worth different amounts to what other people's money is. So
I think it purely depends on, like, how much merch shopping you want to do.
How much food you eat.
How many different foods you want to try. Are you sharing foods? like obviously how many of you are there? Like we're just a couple.
I
like,
would go
if you're a
as
family,
I would say you could
different.
make it as expensive or as cheap as you wanted to, really.
Yeah.
Obviously,
absolutely.
like you got to eat food and you
Yes.
got to have drinks. So like, I would say at a minimum, like you probably need like $50 per person per day. At a minimum for your bare essentials,
bare
food.
minimum.
That's it, just
bare
for food.
minimum. Yeah, and that would be like not like your fine dining. That would be
That would be like
your
your
quick
cheap food.
serve,
Yeah,
that sort of stuff.
But if you're like wanted to like, I don't know, I would rather go on a holiday and do it as cheap as I could than not go on a holiday at all. So, like but then I love to go and enjoy my holiday. But if someone said to me, hey, you have to go on a holiday and do it like as cheap as possible, or the alternative is you don't go on any holiday, I would always take the holiday option.
Yeah, I think it's going to be different.
So you can make it as...
It's going to be different for every single person. There's no ideal. Obviously, it depends where you're coming from as well, with the exchange rate and things like that too. That you've got to keep in mind.
And your opinion on what is expensive and what is cheap will be
different to ours.
So like, I know someone who went to America and they come back and told me how expensive it was to eat at restaurants and eat out.
Eat out, and we think the
thought the
opposite.
opposite because we went on our 6-week trip. Obviously, being gone for 6 weeks, we had to make our money last longer. We were like, oh, well, we won't waste all our money on food. We might eat at like Macca's a lot and fast food. We went to Macca's and it cost a fortune.
It was like it was literally only costing us like $15 to maybe $20 max more, including tip, to go to like
A restaurant,
a Hard Rock or something like that. So for us, it's not expensive, but for others, it might be. So it's really individual. We can't really give a figure on that one.
Will we see Mitch's hat photos on the upcoming trip? This was actually asked by Ali's mum, Karen, because no one else would know about the hat photos.
No.
When we were in Florida last, I like to, in the World Showcase in Epcot, try on a hat from every country and then try and take on the character of said hat.
It's very funny.
So, yeah, we might give it a go. I mean, we'll see how it ends up. If it looks like I'm just being like... If it ends up looking like I'm just insulting every country, then I probably won't include it. But if I can pass off as a Frenchman and
do it
putting
well,
on a French hat, then we might put it in.
Yeah, exactly. Funniest memory.
The only one that comes to my mind, I mean, we had heaps of funny memories, but the main one that we were at Pizza Planet and you had to put your name on the order, and the lady called out, obviously my name's Mitchell, and she called out Michelle. So I was just like, yeah, that's me. I took the food, and then I thought she was gone, and I said to Ali, my name's Michelle now. And then the lady actually heard me, and she got really embarrassed and was like, no, I'm sorry, like it's Mitchell. I'm sorry, I said it wrong. And I was like, oh, like, hey, chill. It's like, I don't care. I get it all the time.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the main ones.
And maybe you had to be there, and you may not find that funny. But
in the moment it was funny.
I can't pinpoint a specific moment that
we just have lots
was
of good
funny.
memories.
We have lots of good memories. We have lots of laughs. It's hard to like.
And I guess we'll like tie the
one.
next question into favorite memories. Like again, I wouldn't say I have one specific favorite memory.
No.
I have like many favorite memories, and they're all my favorite for a different reason.
And I think when you look at it, like, I think like one of my favorite things about going on these trips and going on these holidays is like your first day when you go to a park, because you've had so much excitement and so much build up about going. And even like, you're excited and then like on the plane, you're like, oh, this is real. But like, I feel for us, like on this last trip, that first day when we arrived, we got changed. I put my Disney clothes on, I put my ears on, had my lounge fly, and we walked into Disneyland. I was like, oh my God, like we're here. Like we're not just
We actually had all these plans, and then we finally got into Disneyland and we were like, what do we do?
We were just like overwhelmed
we
with
didn't
like
know
emotion
where to go first,
because
like,
it was like, we're finally here. Like we're not just talking about this anymore. And I think the same thing will happen on our next trip. It will be like that overwhelming shock of like, we've spoken about it for so long. So I think that's a really lovely moment.
Who is in charge of the holidays?
This guy.
No, I would say 50-50. I'm probably in charge of all the booking.
Yeah.
The booking, the the planning of itineraries, making sure we've got most of the paperwork. Ali's always in charge of our passports. That's her job.
I'm always in charge of those important documents. Is definitely a me thing.
Ali's in charge of like the practical things. I'm in charge of the fun things.
I think like it's like all the pre-stuff, so all like the pre-planning and all of that. Mitchell does like a lot of it.
Yeah.
I put like my 2 bobs worth in.
Then when it gets to the actual time of being on the holiday, I'm like, Ali, passports.
Yeah. Like
Ali, tap your card for this, please.
Yeah, literally. I'm like the money person, like our money is our money, but
we
like
go
it's like
buy
Ali,
something, I'll be like,
Ali, you pay. So yeah, I guess it's a little bit 50-50, but I think if you're looking at overall like planning and that sort of stuff, definitely. Yeah. Which part of the holiday do we book first?
Changes.
It changes. I think so.
Just depends on the deals.
For the trip we just did for Disneyland, we booked the flights first because that's why we did it, because we found the cheap point option. Whereas our trip we're going on in September, we booked our Disney World resort and park tickets first.
Yeah, and we booked that like well in advance before flights were available. So
yeah,
that's probably why.
So I think it just depends like how far in advance.
And it depends on the deal. Like if you see a good deal, like it might be around for a week, so book it then and there. Like if that's accommodation or if it's flights, and you book it.
Yeah, so I think it differs. I think obviously you've always got to have in mind, like if you're booking your like resort first, you've got to have in mind what you're going to do with flights.
Yeah.
And like vice versa, obviously if you book flights, you need somewhere to stay. So you've got to have it all in mind, but it changes trip to trip.
And this is our last question. Our favourite accommodation on the trip. I would say the Anaheim.
Anaheim, 110%.
We stayed in both Hiltons. They were both nice, but just the Hilton was a little bit... the Hilton in Anaheim was just a little bit nicer, I think.
Yeah, it was... Well, it had been freshly renovated.
Yeah, and it was huge.
The room was massive. The staff was so friendly. Like, as you would have seen if you watch our vlogs, we arrived at the hotel at like 8 a.m. in the morning. Check-in isn't till like 4 o'clock. But they got us like straight into our room.
Which after like 18 hours of travel.
It was like, I need a shower.
That was like amazing. The best thing that could have happened.
I think which allowed us to be then in the park for the whole rest of the day because we got to have that like refresh. And then I think the other factor, like they let us check out late. They held our bags. They were just like really friendly.
Nothing was a problem.
Nothing was a problem. I think in LA, it was nice. It was probably a little bit older, not as like new.
It was the Hilton Garden Inn, which I believe is kind of like the budget range of the Hilton hotels.
And look, it was still clean. It was lovely. The walls were a little bit thin.
Yeah, we could hear the neighbours a bit.
The walls were definitely a little bit thin.
It was like a cheerleading group from Australia, actually. But like, and like the staff just weren't as friendly.
No, we paid like $20 for water.
Yeah, but they didn't even tell us the price of the water. He just put it on the FPOS machine and like we tapped our card and found it after.
Tapped
we should have probably asked, but
yeah, anyway, on ours. So definitely say our accommodation in Anaheim.
Yeah. So that wraps up our first ever Q&A video.
Yeah.
And we think our plan's going to be that like we're going to do one of these after each trip that we do.
Yeah.
For anyone that has questions that we haven't answered within the vlogs, or any new subscribers we might have, or people watching along, and it's a bit of fun.
It's fun. And it doesn't just have to be like about our trip. It can be like if you want to know things about us.
Yeah. Ask whatever you want.
As well, like, we just love doing these and making these vlogs and, we do it because our friends and our family can see it and it's a way of us, being able to go back and watch our memories. But we also love the fact that other people can, watch and maybe get ideas or take on feedback from things that we've seen. So, yeah.
But so if you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Go give us a follow on our Instagram as well.
Yes.
As you would have heard, we have another trip coming up in only 2 months. Expect another vlog series coming out. It'll be our first Florida vlog series. So we're excited for that.
It'll be a long
series.
It'll
be like a 15, 16 episode series.
Probably longer, probably more like 17.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't worked it out. It's something like that. So thank you for following along on this vlog series. We appreciate you all and we'll see you in Florida.
Bye.